Hey guys, this is Kaiju 2014-117 signing in. Today another Halloween special movie review. So today this is a movie that I bought recently, and this is based on a true story or based on a true hoax story, as this is one of the famous cases that the Warrens have done. Now this is not part of the Conjuring universe or movie series, but it is a related case that happens with the Warrens, and it happens with the Lutz family. And if you guys recognize that name by any chance, the Lutz families are famous for the Amityville horror story, which they are the one that witnessed a house for I believe 28 days in, and then suddenly they left the house immediately because they believe the house is possessed by demons. So we're gonna be talking about the movie called The Amityville Horror. Now, let's talk about the film. What's the film all about? It's basically the story of the Lutz family buying a new house about I think a year after there was an incident with the murder, and then one of the son has killed all the family. Now, they were aware of the story and they feel that it was not something that they want, but unfortunately they do need a house, so they decide to buy the house. Unfortunately, what they did not know is there are some supernatural occurrences that's been happening in the house. Now, let me tell you about this movie. How's the movie, by the way? Is the movie very good, very bad, very scary? So I'll tell you in my honest opinion, the movie was, I would say it was okay, but I do like how it was. At first, it was a small little thing that wasn't too big deal. Then suddenly it got a little scary, and then scary, and then scary. That is one thing I like about. Like, you get a little hints of scariness and then a big scariness. But this film, I think, teases too much that it makes me lose interest. It even makes me feel like I cannot stand to watch it too long. I feel like this movie is okay in a way, but as well as a little bit hard to say. Now, the thing is, I just feel like, oh my gosh, why have you done anything or just do something? Especially what annoys me is I would say is one of the characters that plays as a priest. He's trying to convince the other priest that there's something happening over there, and they're doing nothing. And unfortunately, it's just like, what? You guys are the priests. You guys should know exactly what to do for this process. Just go check it out. And they're not even listening to one of the fathers. I was like, oh my gosh. And they see him as like he's a psychopath or something. And then afterwards, it doesn't feel redeeming. So I feel like, so basically they wasted the character. So I'm not too sure exactly if that happens in real life. I'm not 100% sure. And yes, so another thing is that I do feel there are some creepy moments and scary moments for this film, and especially from that time. However, I wouldn't say it's as scary as The Conjuring. I still like The Conjuring way more than this film. Now, another thing I do like to say, or kind of way complain, I guess I would say is, what is it? I feel that the characters were kind of feeling a bit bland, and I want to see a little bit more. Like, especially with the kids, like, what are the kids' relationship with each other? Are they, like, nice to each other? Do they hate each other? They definitely seem to be having on and off a little bit, but they're not, it doesn't seem to be explored. But the main characters, like the husband and the wife, they do have some strong chemistry that they do love each other. However, I do get to see some frightening moments of the husband, that he's becoming more crazy, he's becoming more sick, he's becoming more unstable every moment. That I kind of like. And then I do like as well the wife feeling like, oh my gosh, you're not helping me. What is going on? You're making me going insane and crazy. Yeah, that is one thing I do like to see from the horror films. However, I do feel they could have done a bit better though, in a way. I'm not saying that the actors did terrible or the actress. I'm just saying that it should have been a bit more though. Now, about the story though, do I believe in these kind of things, or do I think it's a hoax? Now let me tell you this. I'll believe in anything as long as there is proof out there that things exist. I keep my mind open. Unfortunately, it could be a hoax, and if it is a hoax, course I will be disappointed. Or I'll be upset that they're just making up all these kind of stories. But if it is true though, then it shows that there are possibilities like this can happen elsewhere. Now, I haven't heard too much recent activities or news about the Amityville horror story. So that's one thing. So it probably is something that maybe they made up, or maybe whatever it was in there must have left. But still, anything can happen. However, will I review the sequels or anything that's related to that? Besides The Conjuring, no, I won't be doing those because first, I don't have those kind of DVDs or movies. Second, they're basically cash grabs. They just like, oh, let's just use the same movie that was based on a true story to do that. So basically, they're kind of pulling off like how Conjuring did. Like, they're telling us scary stories just for cash grabs. Now, only if they are scary enough for me to enjoy, that's fine. But anyways, what do I think about Amityville Horror? I would say, to me, it's average. I would give it at least a 6 out of 10. So kind of bit in the same level with The Nun or the Curse of La Llorona. But if I have a choice, I'd rather watch those two than this one because I feel this one's kind of a bit boring. But if you guys want to watch it, that is up to you guys. You can go ahead and check it out. I do recommend it because it does feel like this is like the house is definitely haunted and it's making you guys feel like, oh my gosh, what's happening next? But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll do more videos coming soon. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. This is Kaiju 2014-107 signing off.